from Stu in the downtown Los Angeles area for a robbery suspect, potentially armed. Stu, you talk about that a weapon was thrown out the window at one point. Apparently, police have confiscated that weapon since then, going across traffic, making their left onto West 39th Street, thanks to our Extreme Nav technology, sort of getting a look at the driver now, picking up speeds, and we are now tracking with that miles per hour, Stu, 60 miles per hour.
That's right. And you know, this, Marla, this is, whoa! This is, and there's somebody on a bike.
Oh, my goodness.
These are one of the ones where you just watch this, and you know, I say it, people have commented in the past that I'm just being dramatic. My skin, literally goes cold every time these people get close to colliding with, especially a pedestrian. Now we're inside, whoa, whoa. Look at that thing just bounce. And whenever you see those things, it's kind of dramatic to watch, but you've got to understand that vehicle has no control when you get them, when it starts bouncing like that. Those tires are off the ground. Back onto another major, Martin Luther King right there, making his way off to the east now. Looks like, he's changing his mind. A little bit of a U-turn. This is what we were kind of expecting because there's nobody behind him. Look at that, spending the time to park the vehicle, the parallel park. This is pretty interesting indeed. Two people getting out of the car. It looks like a man and a woman, and just kind of like, we're just going to blend in. We're just going to get out and walk over here. We're moving the helicopter around. You have to understand we're in the Bravo airspace. That's one of those ones again where we are kind of restricted to what we can do. Laid his way inside that apartment building. Justin, if you get a little bit wider, you can see it's a courtyard. We just don't want to, we want to make sure he doesn't walk out the back and just go to get into another vehicle, but definitely making his way into this apartment building. LAPD on the scene in force. Take a look at that, Marla. They got here quick, so they're going to lock this down, and of course the air unit, their helicopter, much lower. So they're going to be able to see if this guy walks out or tries to get into another vehicle.
Well, that's one of the strategies that LAPD will employ when a pursuit just gets too dangerous. And we're seeing this is called the Lola Manor there on West Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard and South Gramercy Place in South LA. When a pursuit just gets too dangerous, the ground units will back off. But of course, we have Skyfox overhead, and then LAPD also has surveillance with a chopper above, hovering above. You can see that happening within our own shot, and then once they take off on foot, that foot bail happens, and now they descend upon the suspects in this case, because as we saw, a man and a woman exit that SUV. So it's only a matter of time until these two are taken into custody, Stu.
You know, that's what we're expecting, but you know, the lackadaisical attitude of, you know, we're just going to kind of get out of the truck and walk inside the building, that was very, shocking to me. And they spent the time to parallel park the truck. You know, you got some people walking, a guy walking out there in the front. You can see LAPD definitely is going to want to talk to them, you know, and get some information. And of course, this is one of those times when, you know, you just don't know who is who, and so everybody is going to have, you know, when they come out of that apartment building, they're going to want to talk to them and what they know. Right now, though, that SUV is parked. Those suspects possibly, you know, hiding in one of those apartments. We didn't see any vehicles leaving. We didn't see any foot traffic making their way out of the back. Nobody was, you know, running through that courtyard and jumping over fences. So right now, those suspects inside that building, maybe that vehicle is registered to an apartment here, maybe not. But right now, LAPD, they've got to sort this out and find those suspects. Again, though, this started out as an armed robbery, as we understand it. We don't have that confirmed yet, but they did retrieve a weapon, not saying if that was a gun or a knife, but a weapon was tossed from the vehicle during this chase.
You know, one of the things that we just watched happen was that young man who exited one of those apartments down there. You know, we don't know if he's connected. We don't know if this person just happens to live there and happens to just walk out, because then you saw the officers with their weapons drawn, and he looked confused, like, okay, and he put his hands up too, so I'm not sure if he's being questioned or where that gentleman, that young man, went. But that was an interesting scenario because there are several apartments here too. So they have this whole apartment complex, Lola Manor in South Los Angeles, surrounded. And so anybody who's inside right now and happens to come out to all this police activity is a scary situation. Stu, did we lose you?
Okay.
Okay, so we have lost connection with Stu, but we do still have this live look. So if you're just joining us, we started the Fox 11 News at noon with a armed robbery suspect pursuit, extreme reckless driving through the streets of South Los Angeles. This all started in downtown L.A. The suspected vehicle pulled over. Oh, it looks like this young gentleman who we watched
we had a
walked
little problem with hearing you guys earlier on, but you know they are taking somebody into custody. We did see a glimpse of the two that got out of the vehicle. Unclear if it matches the description earlier on. Maybe you can play back some tape. That's pretty. That outfit stands out. So if you're playing it back and you can see like that's a matching outfit, then this is a possibility that is one of the suspects. But definitely taking him into custody. Now that doesn't mean arrested. That means they're just going to cuff him. They're going to talk to this person, and they're going to, LAPD, like I said, they have to sort this out. But we just heard on the scanner that they are going to be closing down MLK in both directions right here near Gramercy because of all the police activity. More officers are making their way in. Again, though, this is, we found this out also, new information. This was an armed robbery that took place yesterday. But apparently that vehicle was noticed today. And the pursuit started in the downtown area on Spring, made its way onto the freeway, and then we picked it up, or we put it on the air about the time he got off the 10 freeway and was making his way south.
Do we know if it was an armed robbery at a home or a business? Okay, I don't think Stu can hear me. I just wanted to point out that when we did see the footbail of the driver, the suspect, that man was wearing a white hoodie with a backpack. I did take note of that. That doesn't mean that they didn't have time to change inside, but in any case, we just saw one person being taken into custody, detained. Doesn't mean that that person's under arrest. It's going to be some time, I think, until they perhaps bring other people into custody. So, are we going to stay with this? Okay, so we are going to let Stu and the crew above keep an eye on this, and we'll check back in with them just as soon as we get some more movement from South Los Angeles, the end of a LAPD pursuit of an armed robbery suspect. All right, Stu, thanks so much. And with that, we'll officially welcome you to the Fox 11 News at noon on this Friday. Thanks for being with us. I'm Marlon Tejas. Bob DeCastro is off today. On to this, the man accused of attacking comedian Dave Chappelle on
LAPD said this is not a pursuit. Is that another one that you're hearing? Copy, 605 San Gabriel Boulevard. That sounds like the Sheriff's Department. We'll make our way in that direction. Is that the same one you're listening to? All right, 605 Temple, sir. Let's get out of here. Well, it's moving, right? Melissa, there's another one on LAPD that's a little closer, but if the 605 is a pursuit, is it going northbound or southbound? Oh, well, maybe we can take a look at it in a minute. There's another one here on Temple. that. Hang on, let me work with. I have no scanner. The scanner is broken in here. Where's the LAPD? Is a pursuit? Is it going northbound or southbound? Oh, well, maybe we can take a look at it in a minute. There's another one here on Temple that. Hang on, let me work with. I have no scanner. The scanner is broken in here. Where's the LAPD?
That's south of the 105. Where'd you pick that up? About 11th and 11th and Broadway? Did they try to rob a place downtown? All right, so that's a definite SWAT call out. Well, they got to ID where he is first, where they are. They got to. They have to. They have to ID. Yeah, they have to ID an apartment building here, an apartment. Okay. Yeah, go ahead. Oh, it will be. What kind of weapon did you say they dropped? A rifle? Oh, okay. But somebody saw them ditch it. What's one block? What's one block north of King? Yeah. Just one north of King. Browning? Okay. No. Well, all right. Okay. Okay, I got enough. How about another one? What's this north-south that they're on, where the T's into King? Okay, that's good enough. Between St. Andrews and Gramercy, got it. Thanks. Eh, 9 minutes. Which floor? You mean the front of the complex? Because that's a, was it front door or they go in the, of the breezeway there? Yeah. I think that goes to this area here. We'll stay where we are for now. Go ahead. Roger, Dodger. Have you heard anything about a SWAT call out? Okay. And they haven't made it yet. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. 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 Well, they're not going to run out that way. No. It's boring. It's ugly. I'd rather show the cops. Besides, it's got a tree in the way. Or we could. What do you think? Oh, man. Making me work so hard. PD ship, PD ship, we still got you inside. We're just moving around here. All right, here's your corner. Yeah, I got it. Okay. Both of them? Both passenger and driver? Okay. Better shot. Let's not worry about the car. In fact, Rich, I'm actually going to, once we start doing, I'm going to start doing an orbit. Whoever. Let me face the other way and see if it looks any better, works any better. want to point west. Might make it a little easier. Yeah, go ahead. Copy. Well, this isn't any better. Let me go back around. I just can't find a spot that's not kicking my tail around. Command post is down here south of King. We'll just zero in on that building, and we're not going to worry about the rest of it. Yep, that's the other deal. And if you want, you can grab a shot of the helicopter. You want to start with that, or is that too difficult? Okay, cool. No problem. We're about a minute away. Where'd you hear that? Did you get that on the scanner? Okay, okay, okay. Copy. All right, copy. Yeah, we got enough to talk about with this. Whatever. All right, video of the guy driving or what? Okay, all right. Is that going to be in a lower box, or we're going to share the box, or is that all by itself? Okay, cool. Yeah, you don't need to. Copy. Crossing in front of you here, but I still have you. Hey, well, you know, we're learning some more information about what preceded this pursuit, and it was a man, a driver and a passenger, and they were seen by pursuing officers to drop some type of a weapon around 11th and Broadway in the downtown area. Now, the officers started the pursuit, chased him into Rampart Division, and then here along just a little bit west of Western, south of the 10 freeway, where the car, and you can see it in the middle of the picture there behind that black and white, that did a U-turn really quick and went into a corner apartment building right on the side of Gramercy and Martin Luther King. In fact, you can see a little bit of that black door. That's where they believe they last saw both the driver and passenger go into that. Now, since there was a weapon involved, and you know, we've talked about this before with the elements you need for a SWAT call out, they haven't quite got that just yet. They still need to make contact, but they understand possibly a family member would know where the driver and passenger are and maybe inside that apartment building. So what they need is a crime has been occurred, a weapon, and possibly they're not coming out. So they've got all three elements. It's depending on whether the watch commander here from either Central or Southwest wants to call the SWAT team. The place is completely surrounded. In fact, they've got a command post just about a block and a half away here on the south side of King. So it's not, well, it is, King is going to be blocked up here from west to Western, both directions, so you want to avoid that. But again, two robbery suspects, the end of a pursuit. They believe a gun was dropped from the car, and they've surrounded this one house. So kind of a tense situation. We haven't heard about evacuations, and luckily we didn't hear about any injuries or traffic accidents from that high-speed pursuit. But it was very quick, very fast. Officers were right on top of the guy, and he decided to give up, but they both took off, ran into that apartment building, and they're waiting to decide what to do next. But the elements have been made for a SWAT call-out. It's just a matter of whether they can contact the person by phone and find out some more information. We'll stay on top of this, keep you updated here just south of the 10 freeway. Mike Case up, Sky 5, back to you. Thank you. Thank you. Simon at Sky 5, we've done that, so we'll take off. Spiritually. Copy. 11, we've got you, and we're going to take off here just east of you. Helicopters TV5 is going to be cleared to the north here, remaining clear of the surface area. Squawk BFR, thank you. Thank you. PD ship down King. Thanks a lot. 5's out of here. Team 5 Forever, Hollywood Cemetery, northbound 1100. That's okay, I got you turned off anyway. Morning, Burbank. TV5's back with you here, Cahuenga Pass for 0251 1500 TV5. We got him inside, maintain a visual. Thanks, TV5. Yeah, you're isolated. We'll do that, thanks. Morning, Wyman, TV5 back with you here with information. Charlie 175, interchange inbound for landing. A right downwind reported beam T5. T5 downwind beam. Clear to line 12, TV5.